was such a weird feeling, and honestly, it didn't really hurt. It was really uncomfortable, and I could feel my body cramp. Oh, but I'm going back to the parking lot right now. It's been 2 days since I had picked up the camera and I actually got my IUD taken out, and I wanted to do more of a sit down and share my experience and how I've been feeling the past 2 days. So if you guys are wondering what to wear and things like that, I typically wear a dress. Anything that's comfortable, it's easy to take off. Usually you will get undressed from the waist down, and they'll give you a towel, blanket, cover to lay over your waist and your leg. If you're ever nervous when you go to the gyno, just ask questions. It's nothing bad. They're here to help. Oh, just so y'all know, if you don't have insurance, I had the kyleena. The process would have been about $124. So the doctor came in, they asked, you know, what's going on, like why am I wanting it out, am I trying to get pregnant, or what's going to be my other birth control method, like condoms or such. I told her I just wanted it to be more natural. I wanted to be able to read my body better. I've already had it for about 3 years, and so it was time for it to come out. She then went over like the effectiveness of it and was just making sure like I did want it out for sure, and I did, and so I was like, yeah, I'm sure, you know. And so I laid back. She was just like, is it raining out there today yet? Just talking, distracting me. And she inserted the speculum, and I've had, like, when I got it inserted, I went to a different doctor, and I believe they had like a metal speculum, which is, I remember that experience being a lot worse than when this doctor inserted it. So I think she had a plastic one, or at least it wasn't cold. She was talking to me, she let me know that she could see my strings, and then she pulls it out, and the feeling of it being pulled out is definitely a weird sensation. When I got mine inserted, I think I just had like a lot of adrenaline going through me or something, because for me it barely hurt. She pulled it out, I felt like I could feel it more than when I got it inserted. You could feel the different like pressure points of where the IUD was at in your cervix. Like you could feel it sliding down. Definitely was uncomfortable. The pain was kind of like a ooh, like what are you doing? But it was really fast, and then it was done. And so she was like, do you want to see it? And I said sure. And so she held it up, right, and there was still some like blood and tissue on it, and I was just like, oh wow, that's weird. I wouldn't recommend to see it. It's nasty. Not a big fan of stuff like that, but I did see it. It was kind of freaky to know that that was inside my body. After that was done, I just put my underwear back on, my dress back down, and I left. I was walking to the car, had like little cramps, definitely little cramps where they were like, ooh, you know when you get punched in the stomach and your stomach automatically just tightens up like this? That's what it felt like was happening down there with my cervix. It was like clenched, it felt like. I could still walk, I could still talk, like it was manageable, but it definitely was really uncomfortable. An hour or so after that, I still had little cramps. Kind of subsided, but it still felt really tender. I had a little bit of spotty. So I'm gonna go back to the example of when you get punched in the stomach and you kind of like bend over to protect it. I feel like that's what my body is doing with my cervix. It's kind of like, hey, whoa, watch out. The next day, it felt the same way. It felt really tender and achy, and I kind of was like, hopefully nothing's wrong. Like, I'm feeling so much down there. It's the second day, it's gone a little bit better. The day after I got it out, I did have some more spotting, and today I haven't really checked, if that makes sense, because I just got up like an hour ago, but when I used the restroom, I definitely could feel like stuff coming out. Sorry if that's TMI, but I still kind of feel like I'm hovering it, that I need to protect it because it is tender. So where we're at right now, I have to keep y'all updated with it, but I feel good. I am so happy I made the choice to get it out. Like I said, I got it in 3 years ago. I want to say almost 4 years ago. I think I got it in actually 4 years ago. I can't remember. I didn't have any problems with it actually. I can make a separate video of my experience like getting it in and my experience just with having it for so long. I love that I'm going to be able to read my body better. I'm that type of woman that likes to just be in touch with my body. I can tell when something's wrong. But I couldn't really when it came to like my periods and things like that, and I just wanted to be able to do that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.